Anybody who's even remotely interested in audio products knows that Sennheiser makes great pair of IEMs, headphones, and of course, now truly wireless earbuds as well. Absolutely love the Momentum True Wireless series, which had the Momentum True Wireless, and of course, they also had the Momentum 2 truly wireless pair of earbuds, which was absolutely fantastic. Although Sennheiser doesn't only make very expensive, premium, truly wireless products, they also make the CX series of truly wireless products, and those are comparatively more affordable. So they launched the CX True Wireless a couple of years ago, and now they have something called the CX Plus True Wireless with the addition of active noise cancellation. I'm presuming these will be priced around rupees 15,000. I don't know the exact price at the time of shooting this review, but at that price, it's going to have some serious competition, and I've tested quite a few products in that price range. So stay tuned till the end, and I'll tell you whether these are actually better than the competition out there. If you don't know me yet, I'm Ershad. You're watching Trakin Tech English. Let's review the Sennheiser CX Plus truly wireless earbuds. Now, starting off, I took the case out of the box, and the first thing that struck me was that it's not a very premium, feeling case. The most important thing to note is that it's made entirely of plastic. Although I do like the fact that the lid is actually very easy to open and close with one thumb. And there's another thing that you can do easily with your thumb. Hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever we make awesome audio reviews of awesome audio products. And also, if you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even comment below. Anyway, the rest of the design is extremely somber. It's a black case with a Type-C port on the rear and just one single LED light. But what I did notice is that the magnets that are holding the earbuds inside the case are not very strong, and they keep rattling within it. Now, coming to the earbuds themselves, the housing is actually very, very big, and it juts out of the ear. And if you are someone who rides with earbuds on and with a helmet, I don't think the helmet will actually fit. Having said that, these were pretty comfortable inside my ears, and they locked in very well as well, and they don't fall off very easily either. And even for long listening sessions, I didn't face any fatigue at all. Also, if you are somebody who likes exercising with earbuds on, then these support IPX4 rating as well, so that should be really helpful too. Now, if you want to pair these earbuds, unfortunately, there is no Google Fast Pair option. But what you need to do is actually take them out of the box and then, of course, put them in your ears, and you'll get a voice prompt that says that, it's on. And after that, you have to hold both the earbuds together to put it in pairing mode, and then, pair it with whatever device you want to. Now, if you're wondering, yes, this pairs to only one device at a time, but thankfully, within the app itself, you can see all the devices that it has previously connected to, and you can switch with ease, but it will get disconnected with the first device that it was connected to. Now, talking about the app, the Smart Control app is absolutely gorgeous. I love how the UI and UX is laid out. The graphics visualizations for the equalizer are fantastic too. And you have the option to switch on and switch off the transparency mode, or switch on and switch off the ANC mode as well. One thing I did find unique about the Smart Control app is that you can define sound zones. What this means is that, say for example, you actually entered your office and you want to put the earphones in transparency mode so that you can hear your colleague when they're talking to you about something, then it will automatically do that by figuring out that you've actually entered into the office. And it is pretty cool that you can actually completely customize the touch controls as well. And if you're wondering about the touch controls, I'm not getting into the details. You can take a look at it. There's a very clean layout of what the touch controls are by default, and you can get them changed to your liking too. But what I'll tell you is that since these buds have a large touch area and the sensitivity is also very good, just tapping sort of immediately gives you a feedback and response, and it works really well. But it might be a tad too sensitive for some folks. I got really used to it very soon, so I don't think that is a complaint at all. Now, coming to the active noise cancellation and if it's any good on these pair of earbuds, well, I would say the Sony WF-1000 XM3 is still, the benchmark in this specific price range. And of course, after that, I would say this one comes somewhere close. And then, after that comes the Galaxy Buds Pro. I mean, it does a decent job of cutting out some bit of that constant hum in your surrounding, but it's not very effective or anything, but it works. And I'm pretty certain that the one thing that you guys are really, really interested in is the sound signature, and you get the typical clean and pristine presentation that you expect from a pair of Sennheiser earphones. But by default, Sennheiser is going for a slightly massy tuning, and therefore, despite that really clean sound where you get a really rich mids and really rich treble as well, there is definitely a boost in the low end. Now, what that means is that if you're listening to a lot of EDM, hip hop, and pop, you will hear that the bass has actually been accentuated. Having said that, if you listen to a lot of podcasts and there's not too much of bass and there's just a lot of people talking in that mid-range frequency, then it sounds very clear too. It's not like a very U-shaped sound signature, it's just a slight bump in the bass. And what I really like about this pair of earphones is that it's fairly wide soundstage but very clean imaging, which means that the instruments sound extremely well separated, and that's something that I enjoyed when I was listening to a lot of rock. By default, it's not the best sound profile out there. I would still pick the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. But these earphones have an ace up its sleeve, and that is the fact that you get equalizer settings and, more importantly, a custom sound profile as well, which helps you actually pick out what kind of sound you prefer when you're listening to a bass heavy track or a mids heavy track or a treble heavy track. And the equalizer settings actually do work well and change the sound profile entirely on the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless earphones. If you're wondering about the tech specs, these are actually 7mm dynamic drivers inside each housing, and they can go as low as 5 Hz on the frequency range. But more importantly, they also support many codecs, of which include the aptX and the aptX adaptive codec as well. Now, Sennheiser claims that you can get 8 hours of battery life with the earbuds and 24 hours with the case, but I got about, say, 6 hours with ANC on and about 70 to 80% of music. So yes, it's not up to Sennheiser's claim, but yeah, you do get 24 hours in the case, so that's a good thing. Now, if you're planning on picking these up for gaming, they're terrible. The latency is really bad. Don't even consider it. Pick up a pair of wired earphones. And if it's the mic quality that you are concerned about, then they're okay. They're not the best. I still think that the AirPods 3 and of course the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro sound better. I felt that they do fairly decent in terms of reproducing the natural sound and not making it robotic, but they don't do well with the environmental noise cancellation. Take a listen for yourself.
Mic check, mic check. This is a mic test on the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless. Let me know what you guys think of the sound quality of these mics.
So the CX Plus True Wireless is a typical Sennheiser product these days. It reminds me of the Sennheiser i300, which also has a boosted low end where they're trying to appeal to more of the masses. So this, I think a lot of people who listen to a lot of music with bass will actually like it. In fact, even I preferred it primarily because it's got a very clean and pristine sound signature. Although this category is extremely tightly fought. If you're an Apple user, obviously you'll go for something like the AirPods 3. But if you're on Android and if you're a Samsung user, then you must pick up the Galaxy Buds Pro, no questions asked. And if you're looking at something with a far more thumpy bass and which is far more V-shaped, then the OnePlus Buds Pro is great, and of course it works really well with OnePlus phones too. And of course we also cannot forget the OPPO Enco X, which is really, really good, but the Enco X2 might be coming really soon, so stay tuned for that. So that was my review of the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless earphones. Let me know what you guys thought of it. I hope you liked it. Until next time, this is Ashad signing off. Keep tracking and stay safe.